There is an incredibly controversial lost gospel that was buried in the Egyptian desert for 1700 years, and when scholars finally translated it in 2006, it completely inverted everything that Christianity teaches about betrayal. Because according to the Gospel of Judas, Judas wasn't the villain who condemned Jesus. He was the only disciple who actually understood what Jesus wanted, and the betrayal was an act of love that freed Christ from his physical prison. This is the Gospel of Judas. Hands down one of the most controversial texts ever discovered, and it presents a radically different Jesus who laughs at the other disciples for worshiping the wrong God. He tells Judas secret knowledge that he can't share with anyone else, and who specifically asked Judas to betray him because that's the only way to complete his mission. The text was lost for almost 2 millennia. Early church fathers like Irenaeus condemned it as heresy in the 2nd century, but the actual gospel disappeared. Then in the 1970s, Egyptian farmers found a limestone cave near El Minya containing a codex written in Coptic. It changed hands through black market dealers and got stored in a safety deposit box in Long Island for 16 years. And finally, it was translated in 2006. And let me tell you, when this translation came out, it shook biblical scholarship. This one isn't just a different perspective, it's an entirely different cosmology where the God of the Old Testament is a false deity, and where Jesus came to reveal secret knowledge rather than die for sins, and also where Judas is the hero of the story. So here's what happens. Jesus is teaching the disciples, and they start discussing a vision that they had of priests making sacrifices in a temple. They think that this is holy, righteous worship, but Jesus laughs at them. He says, "It is not the God of truth you serve, but your own God," meaning they're worshiping the demiurge, also known as the false creator God. The priests in their vision represent the Christian clergy who will come after Jesus, still trapped in worshiping the wrong deity. As you might assume, the disciples get angry. But Judas? Well, Judas sees something the others can't. He approaches Jesus privately and says, "I know who you are and where you have come from. You are from the immortal realm of Barbello." Yes, Barbello. The Mother Father God, the first emanation of the true and unknowable God. Judas is the only one who recognizes that Jesus isn't the son of the creator God Yahweh. He's an emissary from the realm of true divinity that lives beyond this false creation. Jesus actually takes Judas aside and tells him, "Step away from the others and I shall tell you the mysteries of the kingdom. It is possible for you to reach it, but you will grieve a great deal." Now, there's an interesting counterpoint here. In John 18:20, Jesus says, "I have spoken openly to the world. I always taught in synagogues and at the temple. I said nothing in secret." Now, the canonical Gospels emphasize Jesus teaching publicly with no hidden knowledge, but the Gospel of Judas shows Jesus doing exactly what John 18:20 says he didn't do, pulling one disciple aside to reveal mysteries the others can't handle. In this Gospel, Jesus reveals the entire Gnostic cosmology. He reveals how the true God exists beyond all creation, how the material world was made by ignorant archons, how human souls contain divine sparks,